Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Cult Movie Tuesdays right here on Night Owl Video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribed recently, commented, liked. Today we are talking about this film, P2, A New Level of Terror. We'll talk about the cast, production, critical reception, my thoughts on the film, and all that jazz. So I hope you will stick around till the end. Thank you again to everybody who subscribed and commented and liked recently. It's been great, and I hope you've enjoyed all of my recent content. So P2 is a movie from 2007. It's a horror thriller. I would say more thriller with horror elements. The official title is P2, A New Level of Terror. This was directed by Franck Khalfoun, who also did the remake of Maniac, as well as the Amityville: The Awakening, which I haven't seen that. I'm going to guess it's not good. I shouldn't say that. I haven't seen it yet, but... So that's that director. This stars Rachel Nichols, who was also in Star Trek, the remake 2009, as well as Conan the Barbarian, the remake from 2011. And this also stars Wes Bentley, who was in Ghost Rider, as well as Jonah Hex. And Wes Bentley is just one of those faces you can't really... Oh, you can see him on the back here. I feel like he's been in other stuff that I've seen, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. But anyway, the synopsis for P2, A New Level of Terror, is Angela, played by Rachel Nichols, is working late on Christmas Eve. When she finally decides to leave, she goes down to the parking garage to get her car, but it won't start. Thomas, played by Wes Bentley, the garage's security guard, offers to help. He also invites Angela to dinner, but she refuses. Thomas, crazed, knocks her out. She wakes up in Thomas's office, and I won't give all that part away. Anyway, it's a cat and mouse kind of thing. Let's just leave it at that. But Thomas is not such a good guy, and poor Angela just wants to go home for Christmas. So this is a Christmas movie. I guess you could watch this at Christmas. It does take place on Christmas Eve, and she wants to get to her family's house for Christmas Eve, and she leaves the office with like bags of gifts and a teddy bear. And then she runs into Thomas, and things go downhill from there. Let's just leave it at that. Filming for this film began in late of 2006 in Toronto, with the majority of the shoot taking place in a real operating parking garage. The budget was $3.5 million, and it made $7.7 million at the box office. I read that it was considered a box office flop, but... maybe it was just like it underperformed. Now, the $7.7 million made at the box office was international revenue as well. So maybe they just didn't see that as so good. But I think this film found its legs on home video. Like I said, I've been hearing about this movie for years, but just never actually found a copy. After completing the horror film High Tension from 2003, director Alexandre Aja and his co-writer Gregory Levasseur began developing a new screenplay based on a series of real-life attacks on women in parking garages in Paris. Aja and Levasseur approached their friend Franck Khalfoun, the director, who had appeared in a small role in High Tension, to collaborate on the project and ultimately direct it. According to Aja, when he asked about the comparisons with High Tension, he said, quote, "With a strong plot in the vein of High Tension, P2 gives us a chance to further explore the survival aspect of the terror movie," unquote. There were 14 white dresses made for the character of Angela to wear, this one right here. Each one was in various stages of dirtiness and decay. 3 different dogs were used to portray Thomas's Rottweiler in the film. Not to give too much away. Commenting on the shoot, actress Rachel Nichols recalled, quote, "This was definitely the most demanding job I ever had. We shot for 2 months straight, working nights. I was in a dress with bare feet, and they made these weird pads for the bottom of my feet. My arms are bare, my legs are bare. I'm wearing handcuffs through most of it. The handcuffs were real throughout, even when I was driving the car. The bruises were unbelievable. As hostile and angry as I was, I think it actually really ended up helping make the whole thing real for me," unquote. So it was a pretty grueling filming, as you can imagine. And she did look like just kind of miserable. And I think that maybe helped with her character, because she was being chased by this Thomas character that She was just like in survival mode and like filming at night in the cold months and barefoot, and it's pretty intense. This film surprisingly only holds a 34% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I was a little surprised to read because I thought it was really good. A lot of the critics thought it was low on suspense and that the plot was generic. But then again, Roger Ebert gave it a 3 out of 4 and said, quote, although the plot may seem like a formulaic slasher film, P2 is in fact a very well-made atmospheric thriller with gritty yet realistic characters, unquote. So you got kind of a mixed bag, but clearly more on the low end as it only has a 34% on Rotten Tomatoes if you follow that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's literally like a cat and mouse movie. It's like crazy guy chasing lady and surviving, and it's a different setting. I don't think I've ever seen a movie take place in a parking garage to my knowledge, but I thought it was really good. My thoughts on this film? Yeah, I'd easily give this a 4.5 out of 5. I thought the setting was really cool. It was different. The acting was really good. Both of the actors were excellent. Like, she looked so scared through this movie and so dragged out. And Thomas was just so sadistic in his calmness. I thought it worked really well. There was, in any good thriller, there's a part where you think, oh, the cops are going to come and rescue her. And then, somehow they don't see what's going on and they drive away. And so there's just this sickening, like, tension throughout the whole thing. You're just rooting for her to like get through this, and yeah, she just plays a really strong character. What else can I say about it? Set on Christmas, so and you kind of, they have like, she calls her family early on in the film as like, I'm running late, it's Christmas Eve, I'm running late, but I'll be there. And so her family's just like waiting for her, and there's this kind of weird family pressure, guilt kind of thing. And so you really feel that with the character. And then when she finally gets to the car, you're thinking, oh, good, I mean, something bad's going to happen because I know this is a horror thriller, but you just don't expect that. And then he plays just such a calm guy. Like, even at the beginning, he's so calm and kind of likable at the beginning. And then he slowly reveals these layers of his character where he's just like so demented, and it's really terrifying. There is quite a bit of gore in this. To my recollection, I can remember one of her coworkers being killed, and it's pretty graphic. So if that kind of thing isn't your jam, probably not going to want to watch this. If you like kind of low budget cat and mouse thriller, set in a parking garage, pretty twisted, definitely got some pretty gruesome scenes in it. You'll probably like this one. It's quite good. And I won't tell you what happens in the end because you might end up seeing it, but just suffice to say it's a very satisfying film. This edition is the DVD from, does it have a year on it? I don't see a year on it anywhere, but I'm going to guess this probably came out in 2008, 2009. The runtime is 98 minutes, so pretty good. It's rated 18 in Canada. Region 1, put out by Seville Pictures. Don't know how, I don't know how easy this one is to find. This one is an ex-rental, which I did find at the thrift store. I was pretty happy to find this one. But yeah, I don't see this around a lot. You can currently watch this for free on Tubi, Roku, and Plex apps, as well as you can rent it on Amazon and YouTube if you prefer to rent it. But it is for free, of course, on everyone's favorite platform, Tubi. But yeah, I would highly recommend this if you are just looking for a good thriller, cat and mouse kind of thriller. Both, like I said, the characters are very convincing. Yeah, what else can I say? Those are my thoughts on P2, A New Level of Terror. What did you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? If you didn't like it, I'd be curious to hear why you didn't. I mean, a lot of the reviewers must have given it pretty low reviews because it only has a 34 on Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, I thought it was a great little thriller. I had no problems with this. So yeah, definitely going to rewatch this down the road, maybe at Christmas time. Maybe it would be a new Christmas classic. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this film. Consider giving me the thumbs up if you like this review, if you like this kind of content. Consider subscribing to my channel. As of the recording of this video, I'm at 304 subscribers, so thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed and commented and liked my videos and that. I'm so happy, and it keeps me going. And follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video. I try my best to update over there, but sometimes I'm not all that successful. But that was my thoughts on P2. Again, leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I'd love to know what you thought about this movie. And that is it for today. Thank you for watching to the end. Yeah. Until next time, I will see you at the thrift store or at the video store or just out and about somewhere, but hopefully not in a deserted parking garage on Christmas Eve. That would be really bad and scary. But until next time, take good care of yourselves. Take good care of your friends and family. Be kind to one another out there in the world. It's a very weird, scary place now. But take good care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.